Hey, it's Mike here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a video called How I Make $1,764 a Month with AI Income Proof. And if you follow me at all, you know that I love when people actually share real proof of stuff that they're actually doing, and it's not theoretical BS. So let's go ahead and like this video. If you guys can like my video as well, it really helps out with my YouTube channel, and I appreciate it so much. And hit that subscribe button and bell notification. Let's jump into it.
With the help of AI, I built a successful online business and got several clients in 29 days. And in today's video, I'll take you back to the first day of this business when...
And it's funny thing is, with this channel, he's been like blowing up this YouTube channel. It's like amazing how he's been doing that. And it's all faceless videos and he's using AI to do it. So it's pretty amazing.
Everything started. And I promise, a lot of what you'll learn today is only available in paid courses, as you will learn a lot of techniques to turn visitors into customers, and you'll learn how to use the power of AI to save your time and money. So
there's a lot of paid courses out there when it comes to AI, and some people have problems with paid courses. I'm fine with it. Like, I'm fine with people charging for good information. But of course, if you can get it for free, why not?
Please do not skip any part of the video so you can find out how I got these results. You're probably wondering now what the business is all about. Well, let me tell you. If you've been to an Airbnb before, you should be familiar with the welcome book or guest book. And for those who don't know, this book is pretty much a guide that includes essential information about the property to help guests navigate their stay.
It's nice. If you've ever stayed in an Airbnb before, and I've stayed in a bunch of them, it's nice to have those extra things just to help you get around, because you get to someone's house and you have no idea like how to run the dishwasher or how to run the washing machine, or just little things that I remember when we were staying at a place last summer, our water ran out. So we had to actually load up the water again, and that was a pain in the butt. If there had been a manual, that would have really helped out.
And this is what I've decided to start, an online agency to help Airbnb hosts design or redesign their welcome books.
It's a pretty niche business idea, but let's see if he actually makes money from it.
However, even if you have the best business idea, it will be worthless if there's no demand for it. So that was the first step, verifying the idea. I first went to the Facebook ads library to check if there were ads running for similar products. And I did actually find a store promoting an Airbnb welcome book template. And the ads have been running for a few days now, which is
It's really nice. You can actually see if there have been ads running. And if they've been running for a while, then that usually means that it's profitable.
positive sign because they won't keep spending money on ads if they're not making sales. I then searched for the product on Etsy and looked at some of the top listings. And I found that many of them have a good number of reviews, and most importantly, they're getting new reviews consistently on a daily basis.
That's important too, because if you look at something and it has reviews from like a few years ago, then that means it's not really that relevant anymore.
At this point, I was more confident that there's room to make money, but the only thing left was coming up with a way to stand out. So after analyzing the competitors, I saw that they all had one thing in common, which is selling editable templates, which means the customer has to edit everything himself after the purchase.
Okay.
But as you know, not everyone has the time or skills to do that. And here is where I came up with the idea of providing a done-for-you welcome book design service. This means all they have to do is fill in a questionnaire we will create later in the video, and then my team will take care of the whole creation process for them.
It's really smart, because I mean, I would love to learn how to do a lot of these things if I had time, but if someone will just do it for me, especially if it's something you're only going to be doing once, I would pay a little bit more for that.
That way, we can charge a higher price, look more professional, and stand out from the competition.
Smart.
After that, I went ahead and created a plan for this business. And it all started with ChatGPT, where I generated the book structure. So I asked the chatbot what kind of pages an Airbnb welcome book should have. And as you can see, it gave me a detailed answer as a starting point.
Isn't it amazing how, if you've played around with ChatGPT at all, it's amazing what it can do. It can do so many things. I just wrote an email today, and I used ChatGPT to help me do it.
And saved me hours of research. Then I started to dig deeper and generated the page's outline. So all I did then was copy and paste the page's name to get the necessary information. And it was so easy to understand what each page should include. Then it was time to design the book template with all pages. So I spent some time looking at my competitors to get an idea of the overall style.
That's the important thing. Don't try to reinvent the wheel with these kind of things. Use what's already working and just don't copy it, but take it and make it your own.
Following that, I started the design process on Canva, using the information we got from ChatGPT and competition research. But keep in mind that ChatGPT will only finish about 70% of the work, so you'll still need to put in the effort and use your creativity to finalize the design. So I think it took me about 2 hours to finish all the pages.
Looks pretty good.
And here you can see the final result.
Nice.
I pretty much used all the pages the chatbot suggested and made slight changes during the process. So as an example, I started with the first page, which was the welcome letter, or as the chatbot described it, a personalized greeting from the host. And this is what I did. I named the page Meet Your Host. So here comes the host picture, followed by the greeting message, the host's name, and contact information,
Okay, this looks
exactly as ChatGPT suggested. The same was for the other pages like house rules and housing guide. I simply followed the chatbot's answer, and my mission was only to make the design look more appealing by adding colors and graphics. So as you can see on the screen, I completed all pages, and the book was completely finished at that point. And
I mean, that's definitely something that I would love to have when I stay at an Airbnb, like especially recommendations for restaurants, like things to do for kids. Great idea.
I was actually ready to start accepting orders. So now, if someone buys my service and sends me the required information, I'll head to Canva and easily make the necessary changes to the template.
Yeah, he can do the same thing that other people are selling for other people to do on Canva. He can just do it and make a little extra money.
But to collect the required information for the clients, we will need to create a questionnaire. So that's what I did next. I simply copied all sections I created in my book and went to ChatGPT. Then I asked to create a questionnaire for Airbnb hosts based on my sections.
It's amazing how much ChatGPT can do, but if you don't know what to ask it, if you don't know the right kind of prompts for it, then it's really not that helpful. So this is really good to see some actual ideas. Maybe this will even if you're not going to do this, maybe you're going to do something else with it. It will give you an idea to try some different prompts with it to give you exactly what you need for your business.
And I also asked to split the questions into categories. And I can't say enough about how amazing that was. In a few seconds, we had a detailed questionnaire with every needed question. I want you to imagine how hard and time-consuming it'll be if you have to write each question by yourself. But now, all we have to do to finish the job is write some words. So after that, I used Google Forms to design the final questionnaire.
And that's free to use. Google has so many free things like Google Forms, like a site builder, just so much like you can do. Like pretty much anything that you want to do, you can probably find a tool on Google that's going to have a free tool for you.
All I did was copy the questions from ChatGPT, make changes if needed, and put them in Google Forms. As you can see, the questions have been divided into sections. That's why I asked the chatbot to categorize them so they'd be easier to fill out. Now, when the clients complete their purchase, they'll be automatically redirected to this form.
I wonder where he's going to get traffic. And is he just going to put it on Etsy, or what's he going to do?
First, they must put their email, and the questionnaire will begin section by section. And when they finish filling in the required information, I will receive a copy via email, or I can check here by clicking on responses. After that, I can start editing the welcome book template based on the information I got. And when I'm done, I will deliver it via email. But in order to see all of this happen, we still have a lot of work to do. From creating the sales page to getting the first client. Let's start with the sales page.
I bet he's going to do that with ChatGPT.
Which is an important part of this process, especially the headline. This is the first thing your potential customers will see. And if you don't grab their attention in just a few seconds, you'll lose them. So to ensure you're doing things right, I'll tell you my secret formula for writing high-converting headlines. I'll explain it first, and then I'll show you how to train ChatGPT to use this formula and automate the process. So as you can see on the screen, I've created a table with 4 different columns: results, benefits, time, and challenges.
Nice.
And now you need to fill in this table, starting with the results, which is your final product. So in my case, I can put something like design a professional welcome book or personalized welcome book. Then we have the benefits of using your product or service. Here we can list something like boost your bookings, impress your guests, or stand out from the competition. Moving on to the time, which is how long it will take to deliver the product or see results.
Everyone wants instant results. That's why you see all these products with like do it in 3 seconds, or what is it, like 6-minute abs or whatever it is. Everyone wants it now.
So we can put something like in 24 hours. And finally, the challenges or fears that might stop your customer from using your product or service. So we can list some of the pain points like, even if you're not a design expert, or without the stress of designing it yourself. Once you've filled in the
That's why people are like, you'll see all the sales pages like how to make money online in 6 seconds without doing any work or without investing any money. That's a big one. People don't want to spend any money to do anything. So if you put like less time, less money, that's what really gets to people.
columns with different options, we can use the following formula to write the headline. How to result in time. So you can benefit without / even if challenge. So all you have to do now is plug and play, and you'll end up with something like this.
This might, again, you guys, even if you don't want to do this method, just that little lesson right there is worth watching this video. Nice.
How to create a professional welcome book in 24 hours so you can boost your bookings even if you're not a design expert. And you can make many different variations out of this formula, as you can see on the screen. Now, I'll show you how to train ChatGPT to use this formula and automate the process. First, copy the formula and paste it into the chat and type, "I use this formula to write high-converting headlines." Type yes if you understand it. Once you get a reply, ask to use the formula to write headline options for whatever product or service you're selling. And like magic, you can automate this
Look at that. That's good right there. I mean, I didn't know it could do that. I didn't know you could put that kind of a prompt in there. I learned something.
process and don't need to write anything yourself. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. So at this point, I was done building the sales page, and here's how it turned out. As always, I like to keep everything simple and not spend a lot of time on the design at the beginning. So I started with the headline we've created using the formula and then listed some benefits of my service. I've also added an interactive version of the welcome book so my clients can
That's smart. Really nice. People like to actually see what it looks like.
see what the end product will look like. Then comes the How It Works section, where I explain each step of the process. Finally, we have the pricing, as well as a PayPal button to complete the checkout. But what if I tell you that every part of this landing page has been generated using ChatGPT?
I believe you.
Everything from the structure of the sales page to the content was created with the new version of ChatGPT. So at this point, I had everything ready, and the only thing left was finding clients.
That's the hard part, right? Like now he's got everything set up and it looks good. It looks like it will convert, but you need to find these people that really want the service.
I didn't want to spend money on paid ads this time, so instead, I've used a free method to find clients, which is LinkedIn Outreach. The method is quite simple. You have to do research to find decision makers for the product or service you're trying to sell, and then you try to connect with them to give your offer. However, finding clients might take some time. Unfortunately, I won't be able to share my conversations with my clients, but I will give you some tips and examples to do your own outreach. The first thing to keep in mind is that LinkedIn is a business network, so please avoid wasting time by asking questions like, "How are you?" and
Oh, that's horrible. People start pretending that they're interested in talking with you, and then they try to pitch you. Just go right to the pitch.
"How was your day?" Number 2, keep your message personalized and avoid spamming everyone with the same message, as this will not get you any results. Number 3, keep your outreach message short and end it with a question. By doing so, your potential clients won't get bored reading a long text, and putting the question at the end will make it more likely that you'll get a response. And finally, follow the 30-day rule, which says that when you start something, you should do it for at least 30 days straight. And if you don't see any results, you can look for other options.
You definitely should follow that, because if you try to do this and you message 10 people and no one responds to you and you don't get any sales, you'll say, "Oh, it doesn't work." But you need to be persistent with it and consistent. And the more you do this, the more you'll understand it. It looks like a method that could work.
So it's been almost a month since I started this business, and this is what I've earned so far.
We're gonna have to take his word for it. I mean, anyone could put up a screenshot, but it's not like crazy. It's not like he's saying he made like $100,000 doing that. He made 17. What is that? That would be in euro, so that would be about $1,900 from doing it. That's pretty good.
Also refresh the page so you can see it's not fake and that everything is possible if you put in the time and effort. In my case, I was lucky enough to get several clients in 1 month, but you need to keep in mind that I have a team that helped me with the outreach. So the results you see on the screen are not what you should expect when you start.
Even if you just get a couple clients in the first month, I think even one client would be a win.
That was the end of today's video, and I promise what comes next will not be something typical.
So what do you guys think of this? I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Let me know in the comments below if you think this is something that would work, or if you're going to try it out yourself, or if you've done anything similar. Please share that. It helps out with everyone in the community. And hit that like button. It really does help out with my YouTube channel, and I appreciate it so much. And if you've made it this far and you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Okay, talk to you soon.